April 18th, after changing his appearance, Scott was actually arrested in a different city with $15,000 in cash, multiple cell phones, and his brother's ID. The media coverage is insane, with the pregnant wife gone missing and now found dead in the exact place that her husband said he was that day. The mistress, the lies, and strange behavior doesn't help. Eventually, jury is selected and Scott goes to trial. He claims innocence the whole way through. During the trial, the jury begins to break rule after rule, creating quite a mess in court. One is actually caught talking to Laci's family and dismissed. Another is dismissed for conducting research outside of the court. Another one demands to quit after they believe that Scott is innocent, but is being bullied by other jurors to change their stance. They are replaced by juror number 7, who actually goes on to be the reason that we are here today talking about this, with the potential of Scott being granted a new trial. In November 2004, Scott is found guilty and sentenced to the death penalty. After the trial, the jury talks to the media, which is a big no-no. They celebrate the fact that they were able to, quote, fry Scott Peterson. There is no professionalism whatsoever when it comes to these jurors. And multiple jurors actually go on to write a book and profit off the fact that they were the ones who sentenced Scott Peterson to death. As Scott files appeal after appeal, a documentary comes out that you might have seen about the case that interviews jurors, eyewitnesses, and people involved. In this documentary, it confirms that there was multiple people and things overlooked by police. Over 10 plus people who know that they saw Laci that morning, but the state presented at trial that she was already dead at the time. Police had refused to talk to these eyewitnesses because their stories didn't align with the case. It comes out that the house across the street from the Petersons was robbed the same morning Laci went missing, and a prison inmate confirms over the phone that the two guys who robbed that house were interrupted by Laci walking her dog, and they killed her, then framed Scott. Eventually, it comes out that juror number 7 had lied on her jury questionnaire more than 17 years ago. She had experienced heavy domestic abuse while pregnant and has said multiple times that because of that, she was out to get Scott Peterson. And here we are today, awaiting the hearing to see if the state believes that Scott deserves a new trial. There are way more details to this case. I've barely covered it, but this was a brief overview of how we got here today. Stay tuned for updates.